What's up? What's up? Salute to my sister, Cell. What's happening? Yeah, I'm just here at the shop today, working remotely. So, doing some of my day job work, but also trying to get some stuff done on the cars here. Been working on them a little bit this week, but the red car here in the background, let me show you. I've been working on gas tank swap. Uh, right here. Here's the old gas tank. Had a small leak, but it also had some very bad gas in it. Nothing stinks worse than bad gas. So I had this tank, which is new, but I had it in the blue car. I don't know if you remember, but a few lives back, I swapped in a chrome gas tank to that car. So that gave me a surplus tank. So now I'm gonna drop it in here. Oh no, you left me, Sasha. That's okay. That's how it goes. But I'll keep talking anyway. So yeah, I was getting ready to install this yesterday, but then when I went to pull out the old sending unit, it's too crusty. And the float's gone and too crusty, dusty, rusty. So, got a new part right here. Chilling in the box. So, about to open that up and get to work on getting it installed. Slap the tank in there. The other day I put a starter in here. I did some other miscellaneous work, but I don't know why, but most of the time when I'm working I don't really film it, but I'm going to try and do more filming of actual work. I got to find a way to get in the groove and doing that. But for today I'm just going to throw you guys on the stand. I might have to pull it a little closer. Be doing some more work on this car too. For the longest of time, I need to finish up some interior work. And this week, I did some work on that side. I got the door panel installed over there. Still got to pull the car cover off. But this panel right here, I need to get installed. And, it's brand new, so I got to cut some holes out for the window switch and the vent window. And also the door handle release. So I'll be doing that. I gotta tuck some wires. I went from mechanical fuel pump to electric fuel pump, and I just kind of quick and dirty ran the wire just to do a test. But now I need to neaten it all up. I got a few other things, but like this panel is just kind of loose. I need to secure it. A few other loose ends, but it all adds up to quite a bit of work when I also have to focus on my day job too. So I'm gonna try and do something today. We'll see what happens. So I would like to drive this car, maybe as soon as this weekend. It's been a long time coming. It's not perfect. It's not where I want it, but how it goes. Hey, Joe, thanks for joining. You only live once, so I don't want to keep putting it off, trying to make it perfect and not enjoy it. So I'm gonna get cracking on that. You see, I'm still dealing with all this water in here. The other day, I showed you we had the remnants of barrel, and my roof is bad. It was like a damn waterfall of rain in here. So I still got over there that big ass puddle too. So that's, but what am I gonna do? I can't complain right now, so I just keep doing what I can. But this one is first up. I'm gonna get this gas tank swapped out. But I'm doing a couple other things too. So it's gonna be a semi-quiet live, but at some points I'll be out here doing some work. I'm gonna go pop back in to my office area there and jump on the work computer, do a couple things. Then I'm gonna come back out here, finally open this box up and swap in the new sending unit to this tank. It's basically one just like this, but this one is all rusty, crusty. You could reuse it, but that's not how we do it. So putting a brand new one in there. I also had to rush order this guy. This is the rubber coupling that goes from the fuel fill neck to the actual tank. The one that's on the car, deteriorated. It must be the original rubber. It's all, gooey. And when I took the old tank out, I said, oh, damn, I need to order that. So ordered that. It came in, and I had the missing link of the sending unit. Now that that's here, it won't take long to drop that in there and then throw it in the car. But in the meantime, stay tuned. If you don't know, I have a short premiere coming up today, depending on where you're at in the world. For me, it's 10 a.m. If you're in the Philippines, it's most likely 10 p.m. But depending on where you are, it could be different. So if you can join, I would appreciate it. I'm doing what I can to keep some content flowing. But going forward, I'm not going to be as active as I was this week. I'm still trying to get things set up to how they should be from a manageable routine. But more than likely, I'm going to do 2 drops a week. I mean, on a stretch, if I have enough time to edit and whatnot, I'm going to try to do 3 and, more live streams. So, yeah, that's what's happening. So I'm going to leave you guys with this view for now. And I'll be back. Yo, SFA, the homie. Glad you popped into the live, bro. It's been a long time. Let me go ahead and give you a moderator. Oh, shit, how I do it on this phone. Man, I'm so used to working on the other phone. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing here with this one. I'm more of an iPhone guy. Shit. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, bro. There we go. I have to scroll. All right. Should be blue now. But thanks for coming through, SFA. Surviving Fillmore Africa is one of my OG YouTube friends. For some of my other people you may not know, check his channel out when you get some time. You have some cool content and probably something different that you've never seen before. So be sure to check him out and connect to each other. Sister Selsh's on here, Juma TV, everybody connect, It's one big YouTube family and one hand washes the other. You be there for me, I'll be there for you. You know how it goes already. But yeah. Yes, sir, I'm gonna keep doing it, bro. When you get time, check out the content. And yeah, we here messing with the cars today. I'm gonna jump on the tray in a minute, but like I said, shit, I'm at work, so I gotta go log into it's still a work day for me. I'm gonna go jump on the other computer, do some things, leave you with this view, get that WH popping, and yeah, we'll jump back out here, mess with the 6.4 and the 63, aka the tray. Appreciate everybody being here. I'll be back. show you guys the difference here. As you can see, this is what we had in there, and you see the one arm is completely missing the float. Yeah, and then the fuel sock here is full of crud and crap. This is what it should look like. This guy got the brass float on there. That's what's letting you know how much gas you got in there, if you're on E or if you're full. And then we got the sock here. Just notice it's got a piece of tape on there, so you don't want to leave that on there when you install it. That'll cause a problem, fuel starvation. Yeah, and ultimately this goes in the tank, and it ground, and then some sort of resistive. This is the wire that goes to the sending unit on the dash. Rubber hose goes here. So yeah, I'll be dropping that in the tank shortly, and getting under the car. Get my trans jacked out. That makes it a little bit easier to put the tank in there. Because like I said, I took that tank out of the 64, so it's still got a little gas in it. And it's not that much, but it's not worth draining it, right? I could, but you know, it's not required. So I'm gonna just use the trans jack, get it positioned, jack him up into place. So a couple of straps and a couple of small connections. I already got like a 5-gallon can with some fuel on deck. So after that, we'll get some fuel in there and get it fired back up. A little while back, I had done a intake swap on this car. This is like a crate motor. It's only a 305. I don't know why they went with that, but probably because the original engine was a 283, and I don't know, maybe they're trying to keep it as close to that as possible. But I would have went with a 350, but it is what it is. Engine runs good, but it had the previous intake manifold that came off a 283, which is an older small block Chevy. With that particular intake, the carburetor bore is a little bit different. So it was just too much problems. You know, I already had a new carburetor, so it's easier just to swap the intake, throw the new carburetor on there. Did that, got it running. The timing is still a little bit off. I need to get the timing light on it and adjust them up. But in the meantime, I was having a problem with the starter. You know, it was going bad. It intermittently wouldn't engage. So I finally got that installed. And again, I should have filmed it, but you can see it down there. Brand new starter on there. Cranked real good now. But I said, let me go ahead and do the tank, because it has, like I told you, it's got some bad fuel. Smells awful. And it's not good for the carburetor or the engine to be running that bad varnished fuel. So that's that. That's what I'm doing with this one. Shouldn't take too long to do it. And then I'm gonna jump back on the rag 4, and like I said, a little interior trim work, and God knows what else. But in the meantime, stay tuned. What's up, Tox? Long time no see, my friend. Thanks for coming. I appreciate all 21 of you in the building. Nice little turnout for the live today. Once again, while I have you guys here, if you got time, a little bit later, and let's see what time is it now. In about 3 hours, I got a premiere coming up. And that premiere is covering a car that I no longer have, but I used to have. 64 Impala hardtop. It's actually the exact same color blue as this one. My intent at the time, I was going to have a hardtop and the convertible, both same cars, same color, but slightly different. But I ended up going a different route. So it's a little bit of a long story, but I ended up just selling that car. But in the upcoming premiere, what you'll see is some body work that's being done on the car. My good friend, Steve, former club brother of mine, and just overall good dude, working up at my previous shop. I had another location before this location. Things didn't work out there, so I ended up here. But I did a lot of great work over there. So what you'll see is a little bit of the body work process, and then you kind of jump to semi-complete, where you see the color on the car, and you see it came a long way. What you don't see, I didn't looking back on it, I should have edited that video a little bit better and put more, because I really have the whole history of the car from when I first got it. It's a real ugly burnt orange color. Car came from Ohio, and it had some custom paint on it, but it wasn't my style. It was like checkerboard flag all down the side, you know, that looks like the finish line checkered flag on orange, you know. So it was just ugly. So I sanded all that garbage off, and it had a little bit of rust, so we did some rust repair work to it, got some new panels on it, sent it off to paint. That one, it didn't get painted by us, but it got painted well. So sent it out to paint, got it painted, came back, threw it all together, and one thing led to another, and I decided to sell it. I went to a guy in Wisconsin, and then to this other guy who's pretty popular for reselling Impalas, a guy named Padilla's House of Customs. You can find him on Instagram. I can't remember what state he's in, Milwaukee or something like that. And then I saw he ended up selling the car out to somebody in California. So it's probably somewhere out there in Cali right now with the little Detroit touch on it. But yeah, I did the hydraulics on it, bunch of miscellaneous repair and upgrades, a lot of engraved, chrome engraved parts installed. But you know, you can't keep them all. I've had so many cars, you know, I just go through them, but I tend to keep the ones that are convertibles. That's what's near and dear to my heart. When the top goes down, the price goes up. So I hold on to those. Maybe when I'm dead and gone, my kids can sell them and get rich. And or they're gonna sell them for little or nothing, and I'll be sad rolling over in my grave. But before all that happens, I want to enjoy them. So I'm working on them. I also, let me show you guys the other car that you don't see that often because it's always under the cover. But I got my Cadillac Fleetwood Coupe over here. It's all covered up. Used to look much better before I started tearing it apart, but if you know anything about these cars, they came with a 4.1 engine, aka the notorious 4100 aluminum garbage engine. So it's very, let's just say it's a not so good engine. It was underpowered for this big old car, so it didn't really do the job. I snatched it out, and I might as well show you guys. It's over here in the corner. Way, way, way back in the corner. My semi-junk pile. Yeah, that's the engine that was in it. Right there. See right there on the valve cover. 4100. It's 4.1 liters, but it's junk. It actually still runs and all of that, and they're a little bit harder to find these days, so once in a while people still need parts off of them, so I didn't junk it. I just stuck it in the corner. But I'm planning to put something more like this in there. Small block Chevy 350. I was supposed to be putting LS engine in there. That's the in thing with all these cars, right? Everybody may have heard LS swap. If you're not in the cars, you probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I have this 6.0 LS motor here on the stand. 4L60E two-wheel drive transmission right there. Pretty much the whole package I have to go in that car, but I just don't have time. You know, it's like I'm a one-man show, and what we do here is mostly for our own personal cars. This is, you know, somewhat of what we call our clubhouse. You see this right here, Motor City Riders. That's my car club, not the bathroom. Excuse the bathroom, but yeah, that's the car club. So this is more so like our hangout clubhouse. We work on our cars, but from time to time we may entertain taking on a job from somebody else. But you can see I got my hands full. It's another 63 over here. Showed you guys once before, but I know some people may be new, so it can't hurt to show some more. But doing metal work on this car. So you can see some new sheet metal in there. This thing was heavily rusted and still has some rust issues, but I'm trying to work on it little by little. This is the old trunk pan. You see, it has some great big holes in it. Well, you can't really see that well, Lighting is kind of poor over here, but just trust me, it was rusty as heck. So I had to cut a lot of that out. Still have some more work to do. One of the other big issues, as you can see, like this drip rail here, it's all rotted out. That's where the rubber seal goes. But we got some replacement pieces. Call these box mounts, body mounts. Those go underneath. It needs a couple of those. Still working in this area and debating if I'm going to completely replace this piece or just splice in some of it. But just got to get the time, you know. These cars are very desirable, and this one is actually in pretty decent shape, except for that it had been in an accident. The whole front clip, it got destroyed. You can still see the steering wheel is a little bit bent up. See that? These old cars were very dangerous. This was pre-airbag. If you crash, that steering wheel is going right into your chest. Steering column does not collapse. That whole engine will be in your lap, and you probably won't make it. The glass is not that safety glass, etc. So anyway, I'm getting off topic, but the car got smashed up. The original frame was all bent. So first thing we did as soon as I got this car is it also came with a rolling chassis, so a good rolling frame. So myself and the club brothers out in the backyard, before we even brought the car inside, we swapped the frame. Hey, good morning, Self-Care Official. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so right here in the back, we swapped the frame, and the old frame back over here in the corner. See a couple more old schools in their turn or waiting to donate a part or two. See the grass is all overgrown. But this is the original frame that was under there. The end is chopped off. Became a donor for something else, but these are called X frames because they kind of are in the shape of an X. But look at this frame rail. You can see how smashed it is and pushed over. And the other side is equally bad, but it's hard to see in all the bushes. But yeah, man, it was messed up. So first thing we did is swap that frame. Damn, this grass is getting taller again with all the rain. I guess I know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Little yard work. Yeah. A couple caddies out here. These are my cars. Everyone except for the white one. It's all my cars. A couple more at the house too. Just a car person. But yeah, so I get to it when I get to it, you know. Sometimes I just come up here and look at them. You know. But yeah, like I said, let me go jump back on my computer, get a couple of things done, and I'm gonna get back in here and see what I can do with the gas tank. I don't know how long I'm gonna let this live run. I think maybe today I might do a couple, but we'll see. What? Hey, Maurice, thanks for joining. Yeah, yeah, self-care. I got a few of them. You know, I actually just got rid of a couple of cars. It's one of my side hustles too. You know, especially in the classic cars, you can make nice money buying and selling cars. Even if it's just an average daily driver, it's something I would encourage other people to get into, where you can make good money buying and selling cars, especially if you're mechanically inclined, don't mind getting your hands dirty and can do a couple of repairs. It's a good business, you know. Especially nowadays, everybody can't afford a new car. You know, things are more and more out of reach price-wise. So if you can get a good used car that runs and drives and is reliable, people will, you know, jump on it. Yeah, new feature too with the lives. If you guys don't know, you just double tap the screen and that'll do the like. You know, we got 27 people in here and 8 likes. I mean, come on, guys. You know, show a little love. You know, double tap the screen, like, share, subscribe. You know, tell a friend, and be sure to come again. And if you didn't already hear, premiere at 10. So another 3 hours. Wherever you may be in the world, 10 p.m., 10 a.m., could be a different time depending on what time zone you're in. Just set the reminder and tune in. But anyway, Let me stop rambling and go take care of a couple of things, and I'll be back. For now, enjoy the scenery. You can see the 63. Maybe I'll put the hood down so it looks a little better for you. Is that better? I don't know. Yeah, I still didn't see the likes move. I don't know what's happening. But hey, it's cool. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you hit the dislike button. I got a few people who've been doing that too. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But yeah, check it out. It's all good for business, as my homie Pew would say. You guys may not know him, but check out PewTube TV. It's all good for business. Dislikes help the algorithm too. But yeah, check out the cars. Let me shut the hell up. I'll be back. World Tours, I see you. Thanks for the compliment. Appreciate that. Yeah, one other thing too I wanted to tell you guys, if you haven't noticed already, is the channel is now monetized. So you'll see the super chat, super sticker, dollar sign is active. So don't be shy. The channel could sure use your support. So if at all possible, show a little love. Membership is also open. So don't hesitate. Stay connected. Tox, I see you. Thanks for the compliment. Don't get me in trouble though. I'm still married. I'm a married man. See that bling bling. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you nonetheless. For those who don't know, I smoke. I try not to do a lot of that on camera though, right? Still have kids who may be watching, my own kids included. So, yeah, let me try not to do that on camera. But I'm just chilling, getting myself situated, and we'll be getting some work done soon. So, stick around as long as you can. But if you got to jump off, no problem. The live should still keep running, so jump back in when you can. You might catch some real action going down some work. When I get ready to do that, I'll probably try and move. I don't know if I'm gonna move the camera closer or not. I gotta work on that. Right? I need to check into the latest in camera stuff. I have an old GoPro like when they first came out, but they probably have 20 different versions since then. So I need to maybe invest in some more camera equipment so I can get some nice, good details of me doing the work. Diamond, toxic funny. I'm sure you got plenty of people who can't wait to give you a big diamond ring. I see them in your live all the time. And I'm sure there's a couple local guys chasing you down. Don't wait too long, Tox. Remember, we have to go forth and multiply and have kids and whatnot. I know your birthday is coming up and you're getting older. So don't wait until you're too old to have kids. That's my advice to everybody, male and female included. Don't wait too long to have kids. You want to be able to enjoy them before, you get all stiff and old and can't bend down and lift them up and stuff. I started maybe a little late, but then before I knew it, boom, I had 5 kids. So I'm old now. I had twins. That's what pushed me over the limit. Okay. But, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let me go have my smoke, get my mind right, so I'm in the work vibe, and I still got to monitor my computer too, the day job that makes all this possible, right? As I mentioned, I don't have workers here. I'm not bringing in revenue from the shop every day. All this is it's kind of like my sandbox or my playground, so to speak. It's only because the city I live in, they harass the hell out of me because I had a driveway full of old cars. To them, it looks like old junk, and they went, oh, you can't have a car cover unless it's behind the fence, and they had all these rules and drama. Code enforcement, that's what they call it. They keep coming around and harassing the hell out of me. So maybe about 7, 8 years ago, I got my first shop just to avoid all of that. And I had a lot more cars then. Since that time, ended up here and still the same guy, so I still got a lot of damn cars, but no longer code enforcement issues, right? Now It's just my biggest issue is time. Not enough time in the day to work on all the damn cars. But yeah, hey Robert, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it up, man. This is all I know. Well, I know a lot of things, but cars are my passion, you know. So never gonna stop. So like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned. If you're into this kind of stuff as well, you'll see a lot of it. Right now, we're in the summer here, so it's a good time to get work done. Anyway, I think my spliff went out, my blunt, so let me go get right, and I'll be back. Hey, some new arrivals. Hello, Quirky. Thanks for joining. And like you said yesterday, better late than never. Appreciate you being here. Uh, Juma's still here. Thanks for sticking around. Tox, really appreciate you staying. And yeah, there's a few people still here, so thanks to you all. It really helps the channel and helps me personally, so I appreciate it. You know. We're at about 49 minutes. I'm gonna just let it go an hour, and then I'm gonna probably stop this stream and we'll restart another one later. Sis Cell, thanks for staying. Appreciate you. I know you're probably bouncing in and out because you're supporting so many people. Actually, everybody that's here is like that. You guys are really good people and you support a lot of folks. So appreciate every one of you for making time to jump in here, you know. And no hard feelings if you got to come in and out because you only got a couple devices or whatever. So, yeah, just showing my face again, you know. I'm not a big fan of the silent lives, and since I'm moving a little bit slow today, that's why I said maybe I'll just let this thing run out to an hour, and I'll stop it, and then probably restart once I'm ready to actually put the tank in the car, you know, that way they're not just sitting around waiting, and you probably got other streams to join, etc. Yeah, Quirky, yeah, I opened a membership, you know. I got one member so far. Salute to Mr. Luxor TV Vlogs. Luxor was the first one to sign up. And big salute to Celsha. She was the first ever, I think, super sticker, super chat. You know, you're my very first revenue, and I won't forget that. I appreciate it. And no pressure, because life gets in the way. Everybody has different situations. So, you know, I know when you can, you guys will support the channel. Somewhere, I think I also have my PayPal details out there. I started putting it in a couple of the videos, but I'm not sure if I have it in the channel description or not, yet or not. Check it out and let me know if you have a moment before we end the stream. Or it's one of those things I'll check too, but I need to do that. So it looks like PayPal is a pretty universal thing and better for me, right? So down the road, if and when possible, hit the PayPal with a blessing. And if you can't do that, if you're in the US or places that support Cash App, we also have a Cash App. You can support us there too. And worst come to worst, you can't do any of the above, just join. That's all you got to do. It's free to join the stream. It's free to view. So yeah, do that. That helps as well. You know, now the channel is monetized. We're trying to hit that threshold so we can get a check. You know how it goes. Yeah, and exactly the upcoming videos, you know, it's just a matter of time, right? Until we get a little bit more into the algorithm. You know, cars are universal worldwide. People love this stuff, and especially when you get the custom stuff, right? And that's pretty much what we deal with. We don't have a couple stock cars, but they don't stay stock for long. It's only time and money is our only issue here, you know, and more so time, you know. We get to the money a little bit, so we have a few dollars to make a couple moves. But like I said, that's not bragging or anything. Still got big bills and big problems just like everybody else. So we have to be careful with that, you know. Don't get too deeply invested in the cars to where you lose sight of other things, you know. And I'm trying to balance that. As some of you may know, I just returned from a family vacation. It's the first vacation I took in many years because I get caught up in my car stuff, right? And it's okay to be selfish at times, but not that selfish, you know. Now my kids are getting bigger. I owe it to them to take them places and show them that it's a big world out here with a lot of things, you know, change of scenery, etc. So that's good. And everybody else, if and when possible, make time to take a break, you know. A lot of you guys, I know YouTube is your job, you know, and you're on here all the time. And, you know, I know it's a lot of pressure with this algorithm to do that, to keep that revenue going, keep the numbers up, stay in the green, etc. But it's okay to chill, you know. As long as you get those 3 uploads in a month, I think you're safe. You won't lose your monetization. So just Take time for self-reflection, to relax and recharge your batteries, so to speak, you know, because before you know it, life will pass you by, and you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to preach, but just want to give you a little bit of my own self-reflection. Maybe it can benefit you in life, you know. Take time and enjoy the finer things in life if and when possible, you know. And sometimes the finer things might just be doing nothing and finding peace, going for a walk, you know, sipping some coffee or doing whatever your favorite things to do are. Make time for that. And for your friends. Maybe you're not in a relationship, you don't have a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, kids, it's just you. Find yourself, you know, do the things that you like. Travel. That's one thing I recommend for everybody. Travel. If you don't have a passport, get one and go see the world. I was fortunate at a younger age. I've been many places. You know, I've traveled a lot of places. Been to Mexico a few times, all over the states. Of course, some who don't know, I was born in Jamaica, so I started off somewhere else. I've been to Korea, South Korea, of course. I stopped at the airport in Japan, so I still count that. I've been to Germany, good three different times. And a matter of fact, I just found some of my old pictures from back in 2008 from when I went to Germany. Quirky, you might get a kick out of that, and maybe Luxor too, and anybody else. I think I may compile those pictures into like another photo slide deck just so you can see. Some of it's got a bunch of people from working there, so I have to see how much footage I really have. But I'm thinking about doing that and releasing that video. And where else have I been? Um, I've been to Aruba. That was nice. Aruba was nice. It was kind of a boring place, but the temperature there has been the most perfect of any place I've ever been in the world, and very friendly people. But unless you're into water sports, it's not a whole lot to do there in Aruba. And where else? I don't know. I've probably been a couple other places that is Canada. You know, I've had family in Canada, so I've been back and forth to Toronto, and Windsor is very close for those who don't know here in Michigan. So I used to run to Windsor almost like every weekend to go visit cousins and aunts and uncles and whatnot. So I've been a few places, and all I'm getting at with this rant is travel and see the world. Get to know that, man, it's a big world out here. You know, you might prefer a different region, a different climate. People treat you different depending on where you may be in the world. There's so many different things, you know, and maybe you can make more money in the things that you do in another part of the world. So just don't box yourself in is all I'm getting at. I have a lot of personal friends and a lot of people I've interacted with who have never even left the state that they're in, you know, let alone visit another country, and never even, you know, they just stick to their couple mile radius. They don't really go anywhere, and it's like, man, really, you're missing out in life. End up with a closed mind. But anyway, let me shut the hell up. I'm not trying to preach. This is about car culture and car content. But I'm just trying to get in the groove. But we're just about here at the 60-minute mark, so I'm gonna chop it soon. We're at what, 57. Maybe I should have just talked for 3 more minutes, but no, I'll stop. Man, I must have pissed some people off because we're only down to 5 people now. So they're like, they're not here for all that preaching, but hey, whatever, you know. And somehow we only ended up with 10 likes. Tox, did you hit the like button? Quirky, did you remember to hit the like button? Double tap the screen. You know, let's see what happens. I don't know, you know. 10 likes is better than none. But man, at one point it was 28 odd people in there, so I don't know what the hell happened. People just probably swiping up and running across the stream. But let me leave the last couple minutes with the car for the people who are just swiping. And yeah, I'll end it here shortly and pop into one of your guys' stream. And one more reminder, premiere coming up. And let's see, you know, 2 hours and some minutes. Just check out the page and hit the reminder notification. Oh yeah, my experience from here. Yeah, Quirky, I've been a lot of places, man, and I've also worked at a lot of places. So I got a good mix, you know, and it's really helped me in life, you know, being able to deal with certain challenges that come your way. I've experienced a lot of good and bad things. More so bad than good. You know, nice guys finish last, and I happen to be one of those nice guys. People take advantage all the time. It's been the story of my life. People hate me all the time for no reason, just because they can't be me or whatever. But I don't let it stop my flow. I don't. I could care less. I'm still going to be me. Still going to do me. And if you don't like it, go somewhere else. Stay away from me. That's all I ask. But yeah, this at the end of the day, it's good to diversify and explore this world. Thank you so much. Yeah. Into the last few seconds here, guys. So I'll give you a screen. All right, to all my riders out there, we just hit the 1 hour mark, so that's where I'm gonna stop it right now. Okay, you hit it 2 times already, Lily. Thank you. I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm just trying to get every like I can get. And we went up one since I talked my stuff there. So appreciate whoever did that. And yeah, thank you for being here. And we'll, like I said, we'll be back a little bit later um, doing this gas tank swap. But that's it for now, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And Motor City Customs out.